Good morning, everyone. It's Geri. As you can see, I'm at a parking lot right now. So, I'm waiting for something. So, anyways, today I want to talk to you about um, guarding your mind. Um, it's 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 a little complex to think about. It's a little heavier to digest, but I'll try to explain it to you and how I feel like I understand it, or how I think I understand when they say guard your mind. So the reason why I say it's complex is not only that it has a practical application, it has financial application, it has theoretical application, and it has religious source, you know. And I I'm assuming that all of those applications came from one source, which is probably the religious source. Um, and I'm not 100% certain about it, but most of the time they would refer something to the biblical phrase, and I'm assuming that that's the reason why, that's what is referred to as the source, where it says, I think it's on Proverbs, but it says, be careful for what you think because you are what you think, or something like that. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that was what was referred to. And I'll pull up the exact proverbs, so that way you guys can have it. I'll add it on to the video. But anyways, the reason why I want to talk to you guys about it is yesterday, and in other days too it happens, but yesterday it became more obvious to me, because there was another person, that because there was a conversation that was going on with me and another person. So there were three of us, and it was just a casual conversation, end of the day, so we're just chit-chatting a little bit for a few minutes, and we were talking about some things. And my coworker said something that she wanted to do, and I said, oh, why not, why aren't you doing it? And the conversation was just back and forth, and this other person said, oh, I'm not gonna do that because that's not for me, or I don't want to do that because that's not what I wanted to do, or oh, I shouldn't do that because that's not what you should do, or something like that. And I asked the other person, why not? And she's just, oh, this is because of the experiences that I have, and all that. Well, all in all, there's nothing wrong with that. That's her experiences, and you have your own experiences. But I guess what I'm saying is, when they say guard your mind, make sure that when you're absorbing things, letting things in your mind, those are the things that would actually help you, not negate the things that you're doing to get yourself better. So for instance, you're working out and your friend said, oh, let's not work out today because it's raining. It's been raining here. And so you're like, oh yeah, let's not work out. So now you just, instead of working out today, you just did not work out because somebody else's said that you shouldn't work out today because it's raining. And even though you already know that you're gonna work out, or you need to work out, and you planned on working out, you let somebody influence you. But that's because you let your guard down on your brain, and you let it do what other people are telling you to do. So I guess that's kind of one application of how you guard, how you let your guard down. So the reason is, like, if you are what you think, and you let other people get involved, or become a big influence in your brain, become a big influence in your mind, then you're really not becoming who you want to be. You're becoming who they want to be. So and a lot of times it's not a bad, not a bad intention at all. They want to protect you, your family and friends, hopefully your family and friends are all good people, and they just are there to protect you, and they want the best for you. But sometimes what they tell you may not be in line with what you wanted to do, so you have to protect what you're letting in your mind. You have to protect what you're letting influence you. So if not, you might keep negating yourself. You may yes, you may have the determination, yes, you have planned, but if you for some reason let others decide for you, then it's gonna not work out the way you want it, or at least the way you planned. And obviously not all things are work out the way we planned, but still, you want good things that would influence you in a way that aligns with what you want to do, aligns with what your goals are. So like I said, it just came to me like, oh yeah, that's right. If I let what she's saying, influence me, then I'm probably gonna derail what I'm trying to do too. So another thing is, why don't you just go back to school? Actually, this came to me maybe a couple weeks ago. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I said, oh, I wanna try to do something else, and I didn't say anything of what I wanted to do. And I said, I just wanted to do something else other than what I'm currently doing right now. And she said, what are your goals? And I said, oh, these are the goals that I want. I want to be able to work from home or wherever I want, and I want to spend time with my family, more time with my family. And she just said, why don't you just go back to school and do this? And I said, okay, well, yeah, I can go back to school and do that, but that's not gonna give me what I want. It's gonna give me more opportunities in the same field, but it's not gonna give me what I actually want. So, but for a moment there, I rethink of what I wanted to do. I was almost at the cusp of, oh, maybe I should explore this side. And that's only because somebody told me to look into doing something else. And you see how fast that goes around. And if I didn't catch myself, I would have probably just went online and researched and spent all that time, trying to figure out what I needed to do next, so that way I can do this. But in reality, that's not really what I wanted. What I wanted is to have more time with my family and to be able to work from home or wherever I want, and still have the income that I want. But since this person told me that, why don't you just go back to school? And I immediately thought, oh, maybe I should do that. Good thing I caught myself. Good thing I caught myself, stopped myself from being influenced, because that's not what I want. So the other thing that I think I wanna mention is, if for some reason you're doubting your mind, or not your mind, but you're doubting yourself, I think you need to stop yourself too. You not only want to guard your mind against other people's thoughts or people's influence, you also want to guard your mind from your own negative thoughts. And if you know that it's a negative thought, swipe it right away. Not swipe, swat it right away. Like a fly. Get rid of it right away, and then go back to what makes what makes you align with what your goals are. Because from my experience, I think there's nothing more derailing than having negative thoughts or self-doubts. And most of the time, I only have two sources for those. Either I have my own negative thoughts or doubts, or I have somebody else doubted or gave me a feedback that wasn't really in line with what I'm trying to do. So like I said, guard your mind, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be quite hard to do. It probably needs to have some, as a, as somebody new like me, I'll probably need more time and control and actually observing myself, on those situations, being aware of what's going in and what I'm absorbing and what I'm letting in my mind. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna take some time, but I just wanted to share that with you. Those applications, how guarding our mind is very important, in order for us to get to where we want to be, and in order for us to stay in line and not get derailed, just because of a negative thought or just because of another person's feedback. So that's all that I have for today, and I hope that these things that I'm sharing with you kind of relates to you. These are, I should say, these are practical things, and because it happens, like the things that I'm sharing to you guys are things that just happened recently, things that I just discovered, things that I just learned. So I hope you guys learn from it too, and let's help and grow each other. Thank you guys. Have a great day.